I would now ask Dr. James Irving to come forward to address the graduating class.
Chancellor Verschuren, President and Vice Chancellor Harker, Chairman of the Board, Mr. Boyd, platform guests, most especially you graduates, good afternoon. I'd like to pass on my congratulations to my fellow honorees on the dais, and a special and very warm congratulations to all the graduates today. Well done. This is your day. This is a great personal effort for you to arrive at this point. And this is your day, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it, when you reflect back on it years from now, it'll bring back good memories to you at the end of at this phase of your education. And, but there's a lot of folks here with you today who I'm sure have been part of this journey of getting you through education to this point. And you have so many, I'm sure, friends, family, and supporters in this room here today who've played a role in helping you get to this point in your life. And I think we should all, maybe you'd stand and like to give all of your supporters a big round of applause in helping you get to this point in your career. Thank you. Also like to salute the faculty and the administration of the university who've done such a great job in helping complete your education. So look, I was asked to come and speak to you today, and I've got to know the university fairly well over the last 2 or 3 years, and it's been a good experience for me. And I've been thinking about what type of remarks, what could I talk about today in just a very few minutes that will be of interest to you. As a regional company, maritime company, we have the good fortune every year of hiring a number of folks like yourselves from universities around Atlantic Canada. And we've got great employees, let me tell you. They're first-class people. And the important ingredient, though, and the one we look for most as you go out into the job market, and it's something that you won't find in any of the course programs here. You won't find it engraved on any of your diplomas, but a great attribute that'll be very important to you in the future, and it's got you this far in life, is your attitude. And to us as a company and to me personally, your attitude is absolutely fundamentally, it'll overcome and whatever adversarial things that'll arrive in your path in the future, and it's going to shape so many things that you're going to do in life. And you know, if you're fortunate enough to find something in life that you can be passionate about, really care about, that is going to drive your attitude in so many ways. You know, some of you will be extroverts, and you'll have a great ability with people perhaps, or perhaps more introverted, or you'll be great with numbers or great with science or other skills, and you'll develop those skills as you go along. But your attitude is going to be so important as to how you develop those skills. I can't emphasize that enough. And you're going to leave the structured academic world, and now you're going to go out in the world of commerce or education or arts or all kinds of careers. And that is, it's an unstructured classroom. It's not university. It's very unstructured, and the path forward will zig and it will zag, and it won't be straight, and it won't be easy to follow sometimes. But if you're focused on where you want to go, and you have the attitude that I can be successful at this in your own way, it will drive so much your success. I know that from personal experience. You'll be, in your own way, your attitude will define whether you're going to be curious, are you going to be a builder, are you going to be an educator, are you going to be a problem solver? But your attitude and perseverance will make an enormous difference in how far you succeed in that endeavor. Just last week in Halifax, we were fortunate enough to be successful in the award at our shipyard. We were awarded the largest military contract in the shipbuilding business in Canada. Thank you. Thank you. In the last, since the war, since the Second World War. So it was an enormous accomplishment. It was a great day for everybody, and it's great for the region, and people are pepped up and enthusiastic, and it's going to do a lot of things for the region and certainly Nova Scotia and Halifax in a big way. But you know, when we were talking to the folks at the event and all the enthusiasm, I said to everybody at the podium, I said, look, it's great to be here today to celebrate the success. And everybody likes to have the win. You all like to have the big win, and you're successful with it, and everybody feels good. But what was important to me was thanking the folks who stuck with it when times were tough. Things were hard, and the federal government wasn't building any ships, and things were quite lean for a while. But the management, men and women in the yard, and so on, stuck with it. They persevered, and they found ways to keep the organization running. People trained, capital invested, so we were ready. Our competitors, some of them went bankrupt, some of them shut their operations down, some of them didn't build any ships and let their staff and their skilled people go. But because we had folks who were dedicated and interested in being successful, it made an enormous difference. It had us ready. And that is the big difference in life. You have to stick with it, even when times get quite difficult. But if you know where you want to go, and you have a good attitude about it, and you're looking for opportunities to be successful, you'll find them. But you'll have to be no different when you're playing hockey, and you want to get up, and you've got to get ice time at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. That's the only time you can get ice time. Everybody else is in bed, and you're going up and down the ice with the skates on. Now, but that's the dedication you have to have if you want to be good. So I'd ask you to think about that, and hopefully that resonates with some of you. A little bit closer to home, another great example is your chancellor, Annette for Sharon. Annette, who I've known for a very long time, and that's why I've got involved in Cape Breton University, but I've known her as a competitor, I've known her as a customer, but I've always known her as a friend. And you know, to come from the agricultural community here in Sydney and go and overcoming many obstacles with perseverance, energy, and a terrific attitude, she was able to build one of the greatest retailing empires in Canada. Terrific. You know, making it happen, come from Sydney, being that good, you can rise to the top of a very tough and competitive business. Why? Attitude. And it's a credit to you on that, and it's a great role model, I think, for the graduates here today. So I would ask you to think about that as you think about your future. And I'd also ask you to think about where you're coming from. You're coming from Atlantic Canada. You're coming from Nova Scotia. You're coming from Cape Breton. Maybe this is not home for you, but you've chosen this location to go to school, or this is home for you. Never forget it. Never forget where you're from. Never forget your roots and family. And, you know, help us give back a little bit. Today's not the day. If you didn't have any student loans and had some extra cash, I know Annette would ask you to make a donation to CSE because she's asked everybody else. But we'll save that for another point in time. But what you can do for us today is you go out into the workforce, is you can recommend the university. Recommend it to your friends and your peers, and where did you go to school? I went here, and I'm proud of it, and it's a great place. And that's the best thing you can do for the university today. And be well and happy and successful in your careers. Thank you very much, and good day.